Well, there's the 800 metres, or part of the lineup for you. Keita, the youngster, Aman, and Tuka and Kashot. It's a big field and a very talented one. Amos is there, Boss, Chariot. Boss and Chariot, incidentally, both set personal bests here on this track. And there's Suleiman too, and it's paced once again by Branson. Well, of course, Som will look to take them through in 49.5. That's the usual formula for these races here. And looks as though Aman's really going. Aman's had quite an erratic season thus far. Fast, then very slow, then fast again as Som comes across. The big fella there, Berrien, in about 4th place. Steve, this promises to be a quick one too.
It does, and I'm really interested to watch Amel Tuka, who's actually towards the back. Been watching some of his races. He judges them really well pace-wise. He's got quicker and quicker as this season has got on. And he's a new name, and it'll be really interesting to see how he goes against the big guys here. He ran really well recently. In fact, he's broken 2 national records recently, so let's see how he goes. It is, as you said, Stuart, set up to be very quick and great pace-making from Som once more through 400.
Yeah, Boss has taken on the lead in the race ahead of Aman, and then Suleiman is behind him. Then behind him is Nigel Amos. Behind him, the big man, Boris Berrien of the United States. And now Boss has really got to take it on himself. Aman sits in 2nd place. Suleiman's now dug into 3rd. Here comes Amos again. Nigel Amos now making an attack. There's a little bit of a gap before we come to Berrien. These 4 seem to be away from the rest of the field. A good run by Boss. Remember I said this is the track he enjoys. Here comes Amos round the outside. Suleiman along with him in the yellow vest. And look at this for a finish. Boss still on the inside. This is terrific. Look at this race as it develops right in the final stage. Amos coming very, very strongly. And Tuka. And Kashot. Tuka it is. Tuka. What a fast finish that was from Tuka. Well, Steve, you mentioned him at the very beginning. He was fast finishing, and the big 4 were away. Then all of a sudden he appeared over the last 50 metres. That was unbelievable. What a run by Tuka.
Well, Stuart, you were having to commentate at the front of the race, and all of the second lap, I was watching this man. He went, I reckon he's run pretty even splits, probably 51-something first lap, 51-something second lap. If you look at any of his races he's run so far this year, that's exactly what he's done. He's come on from 146 last year when he was 6th in the European Championship. It's almost an unbelievable record
from Bosnia-Herzegovina. And watch him come live. Wide, I should say. Boss has gone. Boss went and paid the penalty, and Tuka then takes on the other 2. And Amos looked as though he'd got it, but Tuka took him. Amos in 2nd, and of course Suleiman in 3rd. They must have been shocked by that. Amos was eyeballs out, wasn't he? Tuka, you're right, had much more controlled finish to him over the last 40 or 50 metres. And you're right, he was absolutely nowhere in it. There were 4 men. Boss really suffered. He took the big toll of leading right the way through 400, right the way through to 600, and couldn't hang on. But Suleiman, well, I expected probably a little bit more from him, but the times, once again, are pretty quick. Amos at 1:42.66, the season's best. Suleiman 1:42.97. Berrien, the big man I mentioned several times, 1:43. A season's best, 1:43.45. 51. Amos 1:42.66. Suleiman 1:42.97.